This is Talk 650, powered by CBS Radio.
In the studio with us is our man about town, Texas Radio Hall of Famer Scott Arthur, here on the Talk 650 Morning Show. Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Oh, it's beautiful. What a great day.
Nice outside?
Loving it. Absolutely loving it. It's, as you say, a top-down day. No question about that. Hey, this time on Believers and Achievers, caught in the act of doing good deeds, a unique group of ladies and gentlemen who are in the driver's seat, literally.
Well, she got her daddy's car and she cruised to the hamburger stand now. See, she forgot all about the library like she told her old man now. And with the radio blasting goes cruising just as fast as she can now. And she'll have fun till her daddy takes the TV away.
Yes, it's all about fun. Houston Motor Club is a private members-only club where an exclusive group of Houstonians experience the world's most desirable cars. I'm talking Ferrari, Lamborghini, Maserati, Porsche.
Zoom.
Aston Martin. Yeah. But while these lucky motor club members are driving around town in mega expensive super vehicles, they're also reaching out to the community using this unique club to raise money for charities and private schools and nonprofit organizations. Now, I'm dying to find out more about this group, so let's talk to the Director of Sales and Marketing for the Houston Motor Club, Mark Solomon. Good morning, Mark. How are you?
Hey, good morning. Good morning, Scott. Thanks so much for having me.
Nice to see you in here.
Thank you.
By the way, where'd you park?
Well, that was my first question. What
Double
did you
parked in a secret spot.
Not where, but what?
What did you drive today to work?
Well, I can't give out all my secrets, but it goes about a top speed of 196 miles an hour.
Really? Not this time of the morning.
So you have a Segway. Is that the idea?
Segway, exactly.
Wow. All right, so you get to tell us about this club. I heard about this when we first met a couple of months ago, and it was like, really? There's something like that in Houston? And how cool is that?
And how can we join?
Yeah. All right,
Very
it's the
cool.
Houston Motor Club. You take it from there.
Houston Motor Club, yeah. Like you mentioned, we are a private club where an exclusive group of members experience the most desirable marques. You know, that is made up of Ferrari, Lamborghini, Maserati, Porsche, Aston Martin. Our members, they have the ability to drive these vehicles at their leisure. And the great thing about it is they don't have to worry about any of the pitfalls of ownership. Anything like storage, maintenance, insurance, depreciation on these vehicles. None of those burdens or worries, and they're all cast aside.
So it's a club where you join and you can drive these things.
Absolutely.
Just check them out. And
So it's like a golf club, but there's no golf course. It's all about cars.
That's it.
Yeah,
the
golf
open road
carts are
is your
Lamborghinis.
course.
So you call up and you say, listen, I'd like to get the Lamborghini for a couple of days, and that's it?
That's it.
Really?
That's it. As simple as a phone call, make a reservation. It's all based on a point system. So we have 3 different levels of membership that are kind of custom tailored to your needs and your driving desires, ranging anywhere from about 60 days to about 160 days a year.
Yeah.
No documentation shows that ownership of one of these vehicles, usually you're behind the wheel about 30 days a year. So plenty of drive time, access to the vehicles at your leisure, enjoy them like they were meant to be enjoyed. Like I said, cast aside all the burdens and worries of anything related to these vehicles because they are fickle.
how does this differ from a lease for one of these things? Obviously, one-to-one would be a big difference right there.
Right. Huge difference. You don't actually have any ownership in the vehicles. Houston Motor Club, we own all the vehicles, and as a member, you're afforded access to enjoy the vehicles at your leisure. So very different than a lease, purchasing, financing, even a lot of we're compared sometimes to a timeshare concept. Timeshare concepts, you actually have ownership. So in this scenario, you have no ownership. You just get access to the vehicles, enjoy them whenever you want, depending on what mood you're in, what event you have coming up, is your driving desire.
Wow. This just blows my mind.
I would be scared to death to take a Lamborghini to Kroger and do shopping.
Well, you'd park at the end of the lot.
Way at the end of the lot. You see, that would be my problem. I mean, obviously you're responsible for any damage, but if there's a scrape or somebody, hits you in the parking lot or something like that, it's going to end up costing you a bunch of money, isn't it?
Well, that's a beautiful thing. Houston Motor Club, we insure all the vehicles. As a member, we take care of all the insurance. We just ask that you have typical insurance coverage like you would include on your daily driver.
Yeah.
And we roll you up under our master insurance policy, and all the vehicles are covered under that.
Are these cars kept in a location where you can go see them and say, "Oh, I want that one"?
Absolutely. We are located in the prestigious city center, which is the old the old Town and Country Mall used to be at I-10 in the Beltway.
Yeah.
And we have numerous facilities within City Center. We have our paddock storage area where we house and store all of our vehicles, and that is comprised of about 11,000 square foot paddock garage storage area. So that is one element. Then we have our club build out that we are actually in the process of, which is going to be super exciting, unique, and different to any car club out there. Not that there's any in Houston or even in Texas, but the 15,000 square foot club build out is going to be a state-of-the-art facility. It is going to give you complete access to cigar lounge, a wine cellar, a poker room, a library where you're not really going to check out books, but you have to come and check it out. So all the elements in this club environment, and it's going to be private, members-only access. We will offer an element, a cocktail lounge that will be open to the general public, so that'll be a little different element, bring some a little bit of different energy to the club, but the majority of the club will be completely private for members only.
Wow, that's
How many
cool.
members do you have right now?
Currently, we have about 50 members, approaching north of 50 exclusive. Members.
Wow.
And we have about a dozen vehicles in our collection. And we'll continue to grow our membership. We'll continue to grow our collection, where ultimately we'll end up with about 250 members, and that'll put our collection roughly in the neighborhood of about 50 vehicles. So we will have just kind of a kid in a candy store concept, if you will.
What's the most sought after car? Which is being fought over right now to be able to drive?
That's the beauty of it. It depends on your mood. It depends on the event you're going to. It depends on what your desire is. If the weather's beautiful, obviously you want to try and get your hands on a Lamborghini Spider or Ferrari 430 Spider, possibly the DB9 Volante. It just depends on what your mood is.
Brent is drooling over there.
Please pass a napkin.
So it just depends. I mean, they're all so unique and so different, and of course I'm always asked the question, what's your favorite? What's your favorite? What do you love to drive? They're all so unique and different in their own way. It's like trying to choose which your favorite child. That's impossible.
Yeah. Now, do you have a secure parking area that is like hidden where the daily cars rest while you're driving these Aston Martins and Porsches?
Sure. We use our same paddock area where we store our collection of vehicles. When a member comes in and makes that simple phone call, reserves a vehicle, while they're out in a club car, we store their vehicle in our personal care, actually give it a nice little wash detail, and it's nice and pretty when you come back and jump back in it.
Nicely done.
Okay, here's the biggie. How much does it cost to get into this club?
Well, that's the great thing. It's a heck of a lot cheaper than owning one, and you have access to a dozen currently and many, many more to come.
Well, we'll answer that question when we come back from the break. How's that for stretching through the stop set, huh? Mark Solomon with the Houston Motor Club is our special guest with Scott Arthur, our man about town. It's Believers and Achievers on the Talk 650 Morning Show, powered by CBS Radio. I'm Brent Clanton, 46 minutes past the hour.